The award for the best biomedical technology is given to xTAG from Luminex.
Thank you very much. When I found out that we were nominated for this prestigious award and were finalists in this wonderful event, it immediately transposed me back in time, about 5 years, almost exactly to the date actually, where I sat down in a room with Dr. Frank Morente, who is here with us tonight. He's the scientific lead on this program, and another colleague of ours, Dr. Richard Janesco. And we were just trying to get our heads around this new product idea that we had and what it would take to actually bring it to fruition. If you fast forward then a few months, we had our first meeting with our colleagues down in Washington at FDA. And I recall, as if it was yesterday, the look of bewilderment that sort of emanated in that room, not just amongst us, but amongst our counterparts at FDA, because this was truly a groundbreaking endeavor, not only for us as a company, but for them as an agency. Although they had the framework to approve a test like this, they had really never done anything like it. So we sat down, we discussed what we thought would be needed moving forward. We all checked our anxiety at the door and moved on and worked fastidiously for the next 2 years until we got the FDA approval. We had also obviously along the way gotten approval in Europe and Canada as well, which is where I'm from. Now, when we got the approval early in January in 2008, we did what most companies in our place would have done. We sat back and reflected on the development effort and thought about lessons learned and how to apply those to future efforts of this nature. We prepared for the upcoming flu season, tried to get a handle on what the supply and demand equation would be, as this was our first time really venturing into this arena. But as that flu season, which was last year, 2008 and 2009, came to its natural close, we ended up hearing about this novel influenza virus that was emerging. And the stories back in April of 2009 were primarily about coming from Mexico. But there was actually an epicenter just across the East River here, back early in 2009. And I know that we're all looking out for tornadoes tonight, but I can tell you that Dr. Christine Ginocchio, our esteemed colleague that runs the virology lab there at the North Shore Long Island Jewish Hospital Center, was inundated with patients wondering if they had this novel strain of influenza, which back in April of 2009, nobody really knew what the clinical course was. Now, Dr. Ginocchio, being a thought leader in the clinical virology community, knew that all paths didn't lead to H1N1. She also happened to know something about xTAG RVP because she was one of our collaborators in the pivotal clinical study that allowed us to gain FDA approval. So what neither she nor we knew back in April was how this test would actually behave with novel H1N1. When we had designed it, it didn't exist. But the innovative approach that Dr. Frank Morente took with the design enabled this test to do exactly what you would want it to do in this type of a situation, which was to give you a distinct result for H1N1s, a different result from seasonal strains of influenza, and obviously from all of the other viruses that it was probing. So it turned out that this test was an invaluable tool in last year's pandemic, and it resulted in us rethinking the whole supply and demand equation in this coming, or the flu season that had just passed, because as that tornado moved from Christine's lab to other labs across the US and across the world, you know, we had to recalibrate ourselves as a company and try and figure out how to ensure supply of this product through this trying time. We did it. The storm has passed, as we all know, and now as we reflect on that achievement, you know, I think the overriding feeling at Luminex is one that's shared by me, which is one of great pride in the accomplishment that we've achieved here. It's truly an attestation of our company's vision, which is to provide multiplex solutions for life. And it's with great humility that we accept this award from this very distinguished committee. And we thank you and hope to see you again in the future as we bring new innovative products through our development process as we did xTAG REP. Thank you.